that's how I be when I get on here, ready to record. Like, oftentimes I can't think of the words, and I just be like, this is about to be some of my relief, or I'm about to vent a little, or a lot. But when I tell y'all, in this moment, I'm feeling a little exhausted. Fighting the enemy. I feel like it's been a rainy week and stuff like that, so that's part of it, but I'm feeling exhausted, and I feel like I've been fighting with the enemy and I didn't even know, because I've had better days and I was feeling better at other times. Definitely, felt better yesterday and stuff like that. And I got on here really because my daughter just reached out and messaged me, and it's like, it's as much as I want to reach back. For one, I want to make sure that God approves that, okay, reach back, because, say something or whatever, or, because my words are like jumbled, but wasn't really trying to get a pattern started, like, because there's certain stuff that I definitely don't want to necessarily get accustomed to just talk to my child over a phone, over a device. No, honey. That's not what it is. I'm your mom. I want to be in your life, everyday life, and not via a device. So, I don't know. That's just that or whatever. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe their so-called dad might have felt the same way, but I don't know, or similar. But I don't know, and I don't think so, because I feel like he had the opportunities and should have put more effort instead of going to certain so-called shindigs and stuff or whatever that was supposed to be quote unquote family orientated. How you say it? Orientated. You could have been choosing to just spend some time with your children. And honestly, there was this guy outside today. He was riding past with his daughter. Well, it looks like his daughter. I don't know. I'm just assuming. The little girl, and they were riding bikes and stuff like that. And I'm just like, just would give anything to not. At this moment, I feel like I would have given anything to have had that, especially just a few short years back, for my boys and my daughter. Just, what I'm saying. I don't know, it's keep being something in my side door, but I just look, and it must just be the air, and then it's saying from 2 hours ago, so go figure. So notifications popping up from 2 hours ago. I'm trying to close them down. But yeah, she reached out today, and I just wish it was that simple that I can just reach back and just say, hey girl, I'm doing fine, I'm this, have our conversation. But I don't know if it's meant to be like that or whatever. I gave her my number, and maybe I be giving people my number too fast. It scares me to say gave my own daughter my number too fast or whatever, but it is what it is. I gave her my number. That was that. I love to see that she reached out. I'm thankful. God knows I am. But I just know that I have to be obedient. So I haven't responded or said anything. I wanted to. Lord knows. And then I try to be careful with all my kids. Like, I haven't even really been talking to my sons like that today, because after the whole situation where the so-called neighbor or whatever called me out my name, and called me out, insulted me, called me out my name, told me to go to hell. Not even basically, honey. Is more than basically told me to go to hell, and that's where I belong. And those words try to ring through my mind and stuff like that. But I'm just like, I just had a wonderful day yesterday with all three of my kids together. It was me, and then we didn't have no man that was there leading and guiding us and helping us. We had God, and I keep God in the midst, but I'm not gonna say I keep God like I got him on a leash or anything, but I welcome God to be in the midst. Be the head, what we have of this household. Let me just say that. But so that was, like I said, a high moment, and I think I was really literally kind of waiting for a low moment to surface, and I almost feel like, did I cause it? But I don't know. I think I just wasn't feeling right until something just was like, oh gosh, something needed. Just like, yeah, that was amazing, but something needs to snap me back to reality and stuff like that. I was feeling like that all last night, and after, especially early this morning. Like, oh, and my thing is, I don't like when people talk to me like that. Period. I can't stand it. It does make me want to punch you right in your mouth, and worse, like whatever the worst could be. But I'm thankful that I don't have to act on that, and that God, oh Lord, He be here to oftentimes quicken me and not and just turn away and not do it, but also just to calm down, and or I be something will hinder me or stop me from doing it, because I just, my mind already automatically thinks, hey, uh if you do this, this is what's gonna happen, or this is gonna be exposed about you. Let's just say, like, I had on shorts or whatever, and I might not want to go outside in shorts, and I'm quickly thinking like, oh yeah, I got on shorts, honey. I'm not even going out there to entertain it any further. But it bothered me, and thank God it didn't break me down or anything like that. But it just bothered me, because it's like, why are y'all like this? Why? And I guess it's just this thing is going dead. So, but I guess it's just a constant reminder that the world is just sick, and ooh, and okay, girl, come on. The world is sick and it's dying. As beautiful as these trees and the sky and stuff look. I don't know about that. All of my business, don't do that. But yeah, as beautiful as the trees and stuff look, this wonderful, beautiful tree. I want to turn the whole computer so y'all can see it. It's like reaching for me and grabbing for me. It honestly makes me almost feel like let's see if y'all can see it good. But yeah, I feel like the Garden of Eden. Like, I love the plants, and it's like, and maybe that's why it came up today too. Is just the issue. People want me to cut the grass. Okay, we want to keep the snakes out for sure, but ooh. But I also, some of the snakes is definitely walking on two legs, so I want y'all to be deterred from even coming over here. But the trees, the plants and stuff like that, in nature is just beautiful. Still has beauty to me. And again, just be knowing how small that tree used to be when I first moved here and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, it didn't have no type of shade or nothing like that before. It was just direct sunlight. And so I don't know what it is, but my daughter reached out. I wanted to reach back, but I also, when I'm in this type of mood where somebody else tried to bother with me, I don't be wanting to spread that to my kids. I don't want to put no heavy weights and stuff on her and stuff like that. So I just want to make sure it's God's timing, and I don't know. I think the main thing is I just don't want to get used to talking to her on no phone like that, because they have used these phones and the device just to hang up on me, block me, or whatever, block me out or whatever. In the past or whatever, her, others, and just just I don't know. I don't fully understand it, but like I said, I wanted to reach out, but just feeling mentally exhausted after dealing with stupid stuff like that, crazy, wild stuff like that, evil. So I'm just being careful, because I don't want to spread certain stuff to her. I don't want to be tampered with. I don't want to be disrespected. I don't want to be mishandled or any of that. Because, like I said, it was such a good day, good moment. And it's almost like, oh, that's how I want to remember it. But I still want to interact and engage with my child. I do. With my child that's been, I feel like displaced from this household. Hands itching, but where the coin's at? Where the coin? Because maybe that's another thing. The income ain't rolling, ain't incoming like it used to be. That's mainly what I got on here to talk about, though, is how I wanted to reach out to my daughter. I want to reach back and say something, but I don't necessarily feel released to when I got ready to do it. Yeah, just like I be saying, God quickened me to do what's right and not what's wrong. I just say, and do what's wrong, boy, the devil was just trying it. But to do what's right, let your Holy Spirit quicken me to do what's right, or, what he approves of in that moment. I couldn't do it. I felt convicted and I felt something. So I don't know if it's just wait a while. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I hope, because I just want him to do what he's doing. But we got stuff going on here. I want her here, but at the same time, I don't want no problems. I want my daughter to remain protected. I know I'm not able to protect. Well, I know I'm not able to protect her anyway. Nobody's able to protect her like God is able to protect all of us collectively, all of us at the same time, and just everybody individually and stuff like that. So, but I just be feeling like under my roof she is so much safer. But even still, I got these constant attacks and stuff trying to come at me. I speak of y'all, each other know how equal to hand I speak. Just was thinking about something, and I just, ooh. Ye said in the high, Shaya, Shada, Nashiko, Nai, Soda Handasi, Seke Handasi. I definitely just lift my daughter up right now. Just seeing her name, seeing her message come across my phone screen, just lifting her up. I'm not saying she reaching out to me because she having any problems or anything, but I just want her to be fully relying on God. Hadana Soka Yai Kuranda Shikonai. She told me that she got into a fight and somebody beat her up, that like bothered me. It didn't devastate me because I just seen her physical appearance. She looked like she was fine, but when that happens to you, that tries to take away from your spirit and the light that's on the inside of you. And to me, that's as far as I know, that's the second person that put their hands on her. Could be more, hopefully not, but that's the second person that put their hands on her since she been away, and she still opted to stay away. And it almost makes me feel like, well, this place is better than being there, even if I'm getting hands put on me, unholy hands. Because baby, that's not holy hands put on you. That's something that the enemy wants to break your spirit. And it's like, my thing is, I'm not gonna sit in front. I've done put hands on people before, and it probably shouldn't have came to hands putting, but they definitely did something, or they had a nasty mouth towards me, and I'm just like, boop, reflexes just real quick with it. And, or, somewhere along the lines, they said something real foul, real nasty, or whatever, and I just didn't hesitate to. So I didn't put hands on people, but I just made sure that I try to go out of my way oftentimes to not do that and to not put my hands on people in certain type of ways or whatever, because I don't want that coming back on my kids. I don't want it coming back on me, but I don't want it coming back on my kids. I don't realize what you open up when you doing stuff to people. You not only open that up for your life, but that's for your kids as well. So try to be careful with that. I got sons, and I'm like, oh Lord. My son was like, when my son said it yesterday, he was like, I hope I don't get beat up when I'm in school, when I'm in middle school. And I'm like, I mean, I agree with you, son. I hope not either. But then I had to go to, well, Lord, thank you that we don't got no bombs and no explosions and stuff popping off. People literally in other countries got that going on in their neighborhoods, and of course it's causing death. So I just had to look at it like that and try to push through, like, okay, Lord, if this was to happen to me, I definitely think this would be worse. So she want to do a little cussing me out, this, that, and the third, feeling the type of way, or trying to tell me where I should go. I'm still Lord, you seen what happened. You seen what was said. All I did was address something about my yard. And it's like, it's almost like they trying to say, you don't understand that you don't have the right to speak up about even the place that you reside at. And that's how I'm feeling. And it's like, well, Lord, can you shift me or move me somewhere else? But then it's not even that I be asking, but I be thinking like, Lord, if this is not the place that you have for me or want me to be, please. Well, I'm saying that now. If this is not the place that you have for me or want me to be, like, no matter how established I feel, how long I've been here, oftentimes how good I feel, how peaceful I feel here, move me, Lord. Move me if that's, according to your will, your perfect location for me, where I want peace, of course, but, where I'm going to flourish and grow and not be bothered and distracted by these neighbors that's just real nasty on the inside. I almost wonder what would they do and how would they feel if they never seen my face again over here. Lord, I'm telling you, if it sure will, snatch me right on up out of here. But I don't want to leave here to go to a worse place. That's the only thing. So, I don't know. I don't want, I focus so much on not transferring certain stuff to my children. And I definitely believe that God have equipped them for the mother that they have, to be able to interact with me and stuff like that. Hopefully, I trust that He'll equip them to be able to pray for me and stuff like that, speak life over me and things like that. But, and I've been needing help, been asking for help. I ain't seen where God sent me, no type of help as far as how I want help. And like I always say, my grandma was living. She definitely came through and came by. And it was helpful, but I feel like other people, I feel like some of her ways was the reason why she needed to be away from us, and ultimately she's gone. But I feel like a lot of other people saw that how helpful and how beneficial she was to my household. And they didn't like that. Like literally, I was just looking, and I just be like, I'm looking at y'all, and I'm seeing certain stuff too. And I don't really care for people, especially when they interfere with something regarding me and another person, and they try to team up. But mine wasn't teaming up against anybody. She was teaming up to help this household and help to build us up and stuff like that. But anyway, as far as I'm concerned, again, God knows otherwise. He knows the details of what was, could have truly been going on that I might have been missing. But I'm tired. I'm feeling tired. And I hadn't been feeling tired like this in a long time. I haven't been feeling exhausted like this in a while. Sheesh. Excuse my behind. They always doing something over here on that street. But yeah, I'm really feeling exhausted. Somebody probably gonna see that and be like, "You wasn't too exhausted to see what was going on, to jump your tail up and see what's going on." No, I could do that in my exhausted state. But yeah, Lord knows I'm missing my daughter, but I don't want to bring my child even in no mess either. I don't. And honestly, when I was younger and I left and I went to go stay with my so-called dad when I was younger, I was around 12 or whatever. I left and there was some mess going on with some, whether they was wicked, evil, or whatever, but definitely messy neighbors. And then I came back and it was still stuff going on with some messy neighbors. And so, me, I'm like, Lord, I just want to avoid that altogether for mine, for my children. And that's why I was saying, people swear it's just a race war. It's like, no, these are black people these are people with the same skin color as me. Different pigmentation or whatever, different shades of melanin. But so no. It's not a race war in my eyes. It's not a race type. It's not, race against race. Even though I do see white cops shoot black men down at this and that, I don't know what it is. To me, it's still a sin issue, and I can't get away from that. But because what was on the inside of her, it wasn't because of the color of her skin. It was because she didn't let some evil on the inside of her. Her so-called husband already said, I'm a nasty MF. You the one that's laying up with her, so there you go. You spreading your poison, your pollution. So this was another black person, one of the same black people again on this day. And when I tell y'all, I'm just feeling like, Lord, please just snatch this lady, this female away. Take her. Is she ready to go? You know what I'm saying? Because she's still trying to wreak havoc. Like, to me, she's not no better than these mass shooters and these ones that's because she's popping off of her mouth. Mass shooting going on in y'all. That's what you got to say to somebody. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'll purchase you," and this is the same person when their so-called grandkids wrote on my walls before. She was like, "I'll get my husband to come over there and paint your walls." And I mean, she just it wasn't just him. She nasty too. I'll get him to come over there and paint your walls or whatever. And I don't even want him in my house. So no, you don't need to paint my walls or nothing. But she didn't ever tell me that. She didn't ever offer that or nothing like that. But what's I finna say? See all that craziness going on, and that's the thing. I don't want these types of situations to arise to distract me from am I supposed to be relating to my kids and stuff. Because even with my sons, I had to tell my sons, I don't want to talk right now. I'll talk to y'all later. I took them out some little ham and Gouda sandwiches, sliders. So I was like, if you want them, eat them. They had some pizza earlier from leftover pizza. But, I don't want to be neglecting my kids. But at the same time, I got to know, you know what? It's things that happen in the rise of my life. And it causes me to feel like I'm about out of commission. And I'm still only one person. So I got to know I cannot do the job of two people. I feel like I try to always say that and stress that. But you know what? I am doing the job of still, sometimes a village. But definitely of both parents. And didn't even realize it, because when they go outside, I don't get no time. I be wanting some time myself, but I still got to look at cameras or get on walkie-talkies. I still got to be responsible for them. It's amazing, and I'm thankful, but it's tough. It really is. I don't advise nobody, no young people, to just jump ahead into nothing like this. I don't advise no young men to be out here contributing to females being single mothers, and I don't advise no females, to be a reason or a cause for a man to be a single father. And I don't want to say it like that, like the women are at fault. I'm sorry, but just trying to make it equal as I possibly can. Like, just, you're not ready to have sex. If you're not ready to have sex, if you're not ready to make that commitment and do it the way that God intended and the way that God gives it to you, leave it alone. Don't be having babies with nobody, because sometimes it seems like, of course, before you ever meet your kids, you ain't thinking about nobody. You don't know your kids, so all you got to do is be concerned about yourself. And I advise you, keep it like that. I ain't telling you to be selfish, but I'm just saying, keep it like that. Because, honey, when other people come in the equation, and you got to protect yourself and your kids. They say, I don't look like what I went through. Me, baby, I feel like what I've been going through. I feel like I look like what I've been through. I was definitely getting in my jacuzzi on a regular basis and just getting that chill time and stuff like that. But I haven't been in there, especially since my the pool have been up for the boys and stuff. But I might find a little ghetto way to put it back up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Turn my son's swings a certain type of way, move this table that I got a certain type of way, and just be like, baby, let me show y'all. But let me show y'all how I do this. And just, kind of have like these almost like it's like four walls on each side or whatever. But I don't know how to explain it. Looking at this bird is not having no problem. Not saying that the bird is a prey of other animals, but right now he's just free. He's just trying to find his worms in the ground and then go on about their business and fly. So, anyway, I pray to God release me to reach out to my daughter and have the right words to say to her. Or he just speak directly to her. You know, if he don't allow me or have me to, then he speak directly to her spirit regarding me. And ooh, that tickled my mouth. Let you know, honey, I ain't been kissing nobody. That really like tickled my lips right there. I don't like that. But yeah. Never thought that I wouldn't be free, quote unquote free, to speak to my child that I carried. You know, and I know I can only imagine that mothers who can't reach out to their kids because maybe they're in jail, maybe deceased, but jail or just, you know, just some, even out and they just can't reach their children because their children don't want to talk to them or something like that. I just hope and pray that never be a case for me ever again. And just don't go no further than what it's already been. But with that said, I think I'm okay. I had to wait for a few. I'm just gonna explain to her if I don't say nothing back, honey, just stay prayed up. Just I'm just giving her this, and may God give her comfort and understanding. I just was like, hey, and I spoke her name. I was like, hey. Well, I think I'm gonna upload this on the other channel. So I was like, hey, Anaya, I hope all is well with you. If I don't say anything back quickly, just always stay prayed up and trust God. I'm not ignoring you, but as always, I have to be obedient. And then I named off somebody that came here last year, and I gave him my number, and then the person ended up reaching out, but I couldn't respond. And I just recently heard some stuff about them, but I said, so if that occurs with me, you just know I usually always see your message sooner or later, but I had to answer to God and allow Him to help me to respond at His time. And I wish it was as simple as being able to reply back every time, but God's in control. He's ahead of my life, so I love you and glad to hear from you. Hope you are having a safe and blessed weekend. Sure, Lord. Is it? Oh, it's Friday, so that's the start to the weekend. I don't know if I should tell her that her brothers have been mentioning her. I know it's on the video, but her brothers have been mentioning her, thinking about her, because everything is just not for me to relay. I wanted to, especially because her brother saw that she left the flower. You know, I have that thing where I say give people their flowers while they're alive, and my son was giving her her flower. He gave her a flower, and she ain't got all the flowers that I feel like and believe that she needs. And I'm not just talking about flowers. I'm not just talking about material things, but I'm talking about love, respect, you know, admiration and all that good stuff. But he gave her a flower. She ended up leaving it on the porch. He picked it from my tree. I felt a type of way because it's only like 3 orange flowers that pop up there every time in May, every year in May. And he got it, and I thought it was a nice gesture because I do want him to be a gentleman. So I got a little testy with him or whatever. Like, boy, why are you taking my flower? But I calmed myself down. I was like, oh, you giving it to your sister. And I thought that was sweet because I do want my sons to be gentlemen. That's what I want for them. I don't know if they're going to be ratchet. You know what I'm saying? If they're going to be less than gentlemen or more or whatever the case may be. But I thought it was sweet. So she texted me. She was like, I left my flower. And I just was like, well, we put it back in the same place where he got it from. And I was like, I know. And then he seen the message and he knew it was from her. So he was like, oh, Mom, she's saying that she left her flower. And he was trying to let me know. Like, wait a minute, what was you even doing? I'm not playing. But no, the information pops up on the computer that I'm on now. As a matter of fact, recording. It can come to a couple different devices. My son's asking me to go outside. Boy, when I tell you, I just even that question. At this moment, I wish I could say, go ask your dad. It just makes me sad because I can't even just say nothing to my daughter freely like I once have been able to. Even this room that I'm sitting in right now, just walk in here and just thought of my child. And she did reply. Then I gotta take a moment and think about, can my son go outside? Or even answer the question, because I'm like, I don't even feel like answering it. I don't feel like answering the question. I just want to be like, Lord, where is your I thought we had some Kleenex in here. We do. But where is your other parent at? Even though I don't like the other parent at this moment, and been days, it's been a while since I've even gave a care about the other parent. And he said nothing back to him. This is tough. I haven't been able, I haven't had to deal with stuff like this to me in a while. Just a simple, it seemed like it should just be a simple decision. Can they go outside or can they not? Are you going to answer them or are you not? Your daughter. And it's the fact that she respond, but I'd rather be obedient I want them to understand. I want to be obedient with them to have understanding, but sometimes it's not even meant for me to give them the rundown or the details of what's going on. They really truly, this is just, these are the times, it's been times, but these are times definitely that you desperately need to seek God on everything. And every time my daughter talks, I'm just redirecting. Please go to God. I hear from Him. I want y'all to hear from Him. I want y'all to obey Him. I want y'all to be obedient, because the enemy's still out here trying to steal, kill, and destroy. So anyway, I'm about to get off here and upload this video. Go see if my son is going to go outside or not. I don't know. I really think he's gonna be able to still daytime and still fine. Like I said, I got like a divider type thing. But then you gotta think about it, is loose animals out there, dogs, this, that, and the third, foxes or whatever. I got cameras back there, but them cameras can't protect them from getting bit, or for the moment that I might not be looking, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I'm just finna still go tend to my children that's in the household. So the fact that I'm in another room and my kids feel like they got to, and which I think is okay, but feel like they gotta reach me on a device or something like that, it'd be too much for me sometimes. So